Hello there, and welcome to Space Historians. Before we begin, I'd love to know where in the world you're listening from and what time it is there. If you enjoy these quiet journeys through the stars, a gentle like and subscribe help keep this channel orbiting. And if you softly tap the bell, you'll always know when our next story begins. Now, find a quiet place. Let the world around you fade. The lights, the sounds, the worries of the day, they can rest now. Take a slow breath in and a gentle breath out. Again, in and out. Feel your body soften with each exhale. Feel the air move like a tide through you. Tonight, we'll drift beyond time itself to the very beginning of everything. Above you, the sky is infinite and calm. The stars shimmer faintly, distant and ancient. Their light has travelled for billions of years just to meet your eyes tonight. But before those stars existed, before galaxies, before light, before even time, there was something else. Or perhaps nothing at all. Imagine the universe before its first breath. There is no sound here, no shape, no distance, only potential quiet, limitless, patient. The entire future of existence sleeps within an invisible seed, smaller than an atom, yet containing everything that will ever be. Every particle, every beam of light, every dream yet to be dreamed, all waiting in stillness. You float there, weightless in the quiet before creation. The silence is perfect, not empty but full of the possibility of everything. It is the pause before the first note of a symphony, the stillness before dawn. Time itself holds its breath. Take another slow inhale and exhale. Feel the edges of your thoughts dissolve. There is no hurry here, only the slow unfolding of the infinite. Then, somewhere within that perfect stillness, something stirs. Not a sound, not a flash, but a feeling, the faintest whisper of motion. A warmth, a shimmer, a pulse. It grows, softly, like a heartbeat, deep within eternity. The universe is beginning to wake. There is no explosion, only expansion, a gentle breath outward. Space stretches, time unfolds, and light begins its long journey. The seed becomes a horizon, the silence becomes a hum, and from that single moment, all of creation begins to move. You feel yourself drifting with it, not apart from it, but within it. You are part of this awakening, carried on the first waves of time. The stars you will one day see are forming within you. The atoms in your breath are being born in this first light. As the universe expands, your mind expands with it. You are no longer bound by the present. You are the echo of the beginning, the awareness that remembers the first heartbeat of existence. And so, we begin gently, slowly, with wonder. Welcome, traveller. Tonight, we'll journey together through the story of everything, the slow, soft birth of the universe itself. Before time began, there was silence, but not an empty silence. It was the silence of potential, of something vast waiting to awaken. Imagine yourself floating within that endless quiet. There is no before, no after, only a presence that is beyond comprehension. You are surrounded by nothing, and yet this nothing feels full, dense, alive, humming with unseen possibility. There is no light, for light has not yet been born. There is no sound, for sound has no air to travel through. There is no space, no motion, no breath. And yet, you can feel the universe here, sleeping in stillness, its heartbeat so slow that it seems frozen. You can sense the pulse beneath the calm, like a tide preparing to rise. The mind struggles to grasp this moment because the word moment itself has no meaning here. Time has not yet begun. There is no ticking clock, no sunrise, no flow from one second to the next. Instead, there is a kind of eternal pause, a breath held by the cosmos before its first exhale. You are floating in that pause now, wrapped in the stillness that will someday give birth to all things. Take a slow breath and let the air move softly through you. Feel your chest rise and fall like the invisible rhythm of what is to come. The energy of creation gathers all around you, not as light or sound, but as potential, a perfect balance waiting for the first shift. In this prelude to existence, even physics sleeps. The laws that govern the universe are not yet written. Gravity, electromagnetism, the forces that bind and break atoms, all are silent. Space and time are woven together, but the loom that will spin them has yet to stir. You drift within that fabric, feeling it shimmer faintly around you, like the surface of a pond before the first drop of rain. And then, ever so softly, something quivers. It is not a sound, but a vibration. Not light, but the promise of it. The universe is stirring from its slumber, its stillness trembling into motion. The potential within the void begins to unfold, like the first unfurling of a flower in slow motion. In the earliest fraction of what will become time, this change happens everywhere at once. There is no center, no edge, for the universe has not yet learned direction. It expands not into space, but creates space itself as it grows. Like a breath drawn from nothing, the cosmos begins to inhale. Take another slow breath, and imagine that you are breathing with it. The universe's first exhale is your own. You are part of this awakening, part of the unfolding fabric of everything. Scientists call this beginning the Planck era, a time so brief, so incomprehensibly small that it lasts less than a heartbeat of an atom. And yet, within that invisible instant, everything changes. Energy becomes matter, matter becomes energy. In a dance of transformation too quick for language, it is chaos, but not wild. It is the most delicate order, hidden beneath the storm. Imagine a field of energy, infinite and smooth, rippling with potential. This is the quantum foam, the shimmering sea from which all reality will rise. Within it, fluctuations appear and vanish, tiny sparks of creation flickering in and out of being. Each one is a possibility, a seed of light waiting for permission to exist. You drift closer, watching these sparks flash like distant fireflies. Each one is a heartbeat of the new universe, a whisper of what will come. The energy hums softly, its frequency rising, its warmth growing. You can almost feel it on your skin, a glow that is not light but something more fundamental, the essence of being itself. Then, without warning, the balance tips. The potential becomes motion. The stillness becomes expansion. The universe takes its first step. There is no explosion, only growth. The tiny seed of everything stretches outward, faster than imagination, faster than light. Space itself unfurls like a vast sheet in the wind. Time spills forward, flowing from the first drop of existence into an endless river. And through it all, there is peace. This is not chaos, but creation. The laws of physics begin to awaken, one by one, like instruments joining a cosmic orchestra. Gravity hums its first low note, gentle but steady. The strong nuclear force begins to bind the smallest pieces of matter, holding them together with invisible threads. The universe is writing its own language, one equation at a time. You drift through this newborn reality, surrounded by shimmering warmth. The air, though there is none, feels dense with energy. The first photons burst into being, scattering like golden dust. They rush through the expanding space, colliding, dancing, fading, and being reborn. Everything is light, but not yet the light we know. It is raw, unfiltered, infinite. Take another deep breath. Feel your body relax further. Imagine that every atom within you remembers this moment, the time before time, when all things were one. You are not separate from it. You are the continuation of that first spark. The young universe glows softly now, not with colour, but with presence. It hums with the tone of being, the deep vibration of existence itself. You can sense it moving through you, calming you, aligning you with its rhythm. The expansion continues, but not in haste. It is slow, steady, perfect. If you listen closely, you can almost hear it, the soft pulse of the cosmos as it breathes. Inhale, exhale. The same motion that began the universe continues within you. The same energy that fills galaxies fills your breath. Time begins to stretch its limbs. A fraction of a second becomes an eternity, and the laws of nature take form. Matter and energy swirl, separate, and reunite in graceful cycles. It is the first dance of physics, the choreography of being. Every motion, every vibration is a note in the melody of creation. You float among these notes, each one glowing softly as it passes. There is no fear, no rush, no noise. Only the serene unfolding of what must be. Every fluctuation is a whisper of destiny, every spark a step toward the universe we know. The void no longer feels empty, it feels alive. Space stretches, curves, bends, and ripples. Time flows gently like a stream. The nothing that once was has become everything that will ever be. As the young universe expands, it cools, its glow softening like embers after a flame. The violent heat fades into a warm radiance, comforting and vast. The chaos settles into harmony. The cosmos hums its first lullaby. Take one last slow breath with it. Feel the warmth of creation in your chest. You are made of this, the first atoms, the first energy, the first light. You are the continuation of the universe's dream. The silence that once held potential now holds purpose. The universe has begun its long, slow story, one that will unfold for billions of years. And you, floating in its gentle breath, are part of that story. Before time began, there was stillness. Now there is motion, and within that motion there is peace. Rest here, while, traveller. The next chapter of the cosmos is already waiting, softly, to begin. The universe had taken its first breath. From a stillness that was not empty, the great expansion began not with sound or fire, but with the soft unfolding of space itself. It was not an explosion, but an awakening. Imagine a quiet ripple spreading across a still pond, so gentle you can't hear it, yet it transforms everything it touches. That was the birth of expansion, calm, inevitable, and full of wonder. You drift within that first breath, feeling it stretch around you. Space is not moving through something else, it is the movement. Every point expands away from every other, as if the universe is exhaling in every direction at once. There is no center, no edge, no boundary. There is only growth. This moment, known as the era of cosmic inflation, is incomprehensibly brief and yet unimaginably vast. In less than a heartbeat of an atom, The universe swells from smaller than a proton to larger than entire galaxies will one day be. But there is no rush here. Not in this dream. Time flows differently when it first begins. Each instant stretches, slow and full, like the first breath of morning after an endless night. Take a deep breath now, and exhale. Feel the air expand from your lungs. This, too, is the motion of the cosmos, repeating itself in every living being. You are breathing in harmony with the first pulse of the universe. In this vast expansion, light itself is born. The universe, once opaque and dense, begins to shimmer with radiant energy. Photons, those tiny messengers of illumination, rush outward in every direction. Their warmth fills the void, yet this is no violent blaze, it is a soft glow, spreading gently, endlessly, through the newborn fabric of reality. The energy is pure, balanced, harmonious. Matter and antimatter are created together, dancing in pairs. For every particle that exists, its mirror appears opposite, equal, and fleeting. When they meet, they vanish into light again, releasing a sigh of energy that ripples through the cosmic sea. This dance continues in perfect rhythm, the first waltz of existence. You watch them move, like fireflies in a dark meadow, appearing and fading in soft bursts of light. There is no chaos here, only beauty, a balance between presence and absence, creation and return. The universe hums, low and steady, its vibration growing warmer, richer. It is finding its voice. In the depths of this early cosmos, the temperature is unimaginably high, yet the heat feels serene. It is the warmth of birth, not destruction. The density is immense, each particle so close to the next that there is almost no space between them, and yet space itself is stretching faster than they can touch. This paradox is the cradle of creation, the tender chaos from which everything will arise. Take another slow breath. Imagine the air around you glowing softly, filled with golden warmth. With each inhale, you gather starlight. With each exhale, you release calm. The universe continues to expand with you. As the expansion continues, the universe begins to cool. The intense brightness softens to a deep, glowing hue like embers fading in slow motion. The particles that remain no longer annihilate completely. Some survive. The first building blocks of matter take root, subtle and fragile, held together by the newborn laws of physics. From energy comes substance. From formlessness comes form. The four fundamental forces awaken: gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. Each one emerges from the unity of creation, defining how matter will dance and how energy will flow. Gravity begins its gentle pull, weaving the threads of space-time together. The strong force binds the tiniest components, quarks, into protons and neutrons. The weak force whispers of transformation, decay, and rebirth. Electromagnetism hums like a current of song, connecting everything with invisible and light. You can almost hear these forces, each a distinct note in the symphony of existence. Gravity's deep hum, electromagnetism's shimmering tone, the nuclear forces like distant, steady drums. Together, they form a harmony that will shape every star, every planet, every heartbeat that will ever be. The universe stretches farther, wider. Its edges, though it has none, seem to fade into a glowing horizon. Each moment brings new structure, new balance. You drift among the currents of energy, carried on invisible waves of creation. The photons still race around you, their light not yet visible to human eyes. but radiant all the same. They sing of what's to come. There is a serenity in this vastness. Even as expansion continues at impossible speed, the motion feels slow, almost meditative. The universe breathes outward with purpose, guided by something deep and eternal. Every pulse, every wave, every flicker of light is part of the same rhythm, the rhythm of becoming. Pause for a moment. Feel the quiet between your breaths. In that stillness, imagine the universe holding the same pause, a brief rest before the next phrase of its cosmic song. The expansion slows slightly, just enough for the new forces to take shape, for the newborn particles to gather, for structure to dream of forming. The first protons and neutrons, those simplest of building blocks, begin to appear in abundance. They drift through the sea of radiation, meeting, separating, meeting again. Some cling to one another, forming the first atomic nuclei. The elements of the future are not yet born, but their seeds are planted here in the warmth of expansion, in the breath of the cosmos itself. You float closer, watching the protons and neutrons swirl together, glowing faintly like fireflies suspended in honeyed air. They vibrate with potential, their motion slow and mesmerizing. It is as though the universe is humming them into being, whispering to them, "Stay." As the expansion continues, temperature falls, light stretches, and time begins to find its flow. The universe is still less than a second old, and yet, in that second, infinity has unfolded. All that will ever exist has begun its path here. You can feel it, that sense of inevitability, of calm creation. Every law, every motion, every particle moves in perfect alignment. It is a grand orchestration without conductor, a melody without beginning or end. Imagine now that you are drifting through this field of soft radiance. Each particle that passes through you hums with history, though it is barely born. You are surrounded by warmth, comforted by the gentle light of creation. There is nothing to fear here. The universe is cradling itself into being. You take another breath, slow, full, effortless. The energy that once filled the void now fills you. You are expansion, motion, stillness, and breath, all at once. The universe continues to stretch, slower now, but unceasing. The initial rush has passed. Inflation gives way to gentler growth. Space cools further, the light fading to deeper tones. The balance between energy and matter stabilizes. The vast sea of radiation softens to a calm glow. This is not the end of creation, but its transition, the dawn after the first morning. You look around and see the remnants of the first brilliance, drifting like faint auroras in every direction. These are the echoes of the beginning, the quiet signature of what once was. They will remain forever, hidden within the background of space, a memory of the universe's first heartbeat. For now, everything rests. The great expansion continues, but at a slower, gentler pace. The energy that once surged like fire has cooled to a soothing warmth. The chaos has become calm. The universe has found its rhythm, and you, floating here within it, are part of that rhythm. Every breath you take is the echo of its first expansion. Every heartbeat within you mirrors its pulse. You are made from its first light, from its first matter, from its first song. The moment of expansion is never truly over. It continues even now, in every direction, in every breath, in every life. The universe is still growing, still breathing, still unfolding the story that began with this gentle awakening. So rest here, traveller, in the glow of creation's first light. Let the warmth of expansion fill you with calm. The stars are still billions of years away, but their promise hums softly in the air. The next chapter waits quietly beyond the horizon, the moment when heat becomes matter and the cosmos begins to take shape. The universe continues to expand, but something new begins to stir within its endless breath. The heat that once filled all space now softens, condenses, and transforms. What was once pure, radiant energy starts to settle into structure. The cosmos, cooling and calming, prepares to ignite again, not in chaos, but in harmony. This is the era of reheating, the gentle awakening of matter and light. Imagine drifting within the newborn universe. Around you, the darkness glows faintly with warmth, a dim ember of the first expansion. The chaos of earlier moments is gone. What remains is order, slowly forming. The quantum foam that once boiled with energy has quieted, its restless ripples becoming soft waves. Every vibration, every pulse, every quark finds its rhythm. The universe hums, not loudly, but like a distant lullaby. You float among particles that shimmer like dust caught in dawn's first light. They move slowly now, seeking one another, colliding gently, merging into new forms. The energy that once blazed with unimaginable intensity cools, giving birth to matter. From photons to protons, from emptiness to existence, each transformation is an act of balance. Take a deep, slow breath. Feel the air expand through your lungs, just as space itself continues to stretch. The rhythm of the cosmos mirrors the rhythm within you. Each inhale echoes the gathering of matter. Each exhale, the release of energy back into light. In this serene afterglow, the universe glimmers with newborn potential. Quarks join together, forming protons and neutrons. They spin in harmony, bound by the strong nuclear force, the quiet glue that holds the heart of matter. Their bonds are not violent but tender, like threads of silk weaving reality together. These first unions form the foundation of all to come, the atoms, the stars, and, eventually, the breath you are taking now. The temperature continues to fall. The searing fire of the Big Bang fades into a deep glowing warmth, like the fading embers of a great cosmic hearth. Photons, the carriers of light, move through the expanding space, scattering off particles and weaving the early universe into a sea of shimmering energy. Everything is connected by this light, this soft hum that fills the fabric of time. You drift through it, surrounded by a field of radiance that feels both endless and intimate. It touches everything, gently, equally. The universe is still opaque, the light cannot travel far before it scatters again, but its glow is everywhere, comforting and alive. This is the warmth before the dawn, the hush before the universe's first true illumination. Scientists call this time the reheating era, but to you, it feels like the universe is stretching after a long, deep sleep. The energy that was locked away during inflation now releases in waves of creation. The cosmos exhales, and from that breath, matter takes form. The glow deepens, filling every corner of reality with quiet power. Take another slow breath. Feel your body grow lighter. Imagine that you, too, are becoming part of this light. Every atom within you once danced here, glowing, weightless, infinite. As the moments pass, though moments are still only a whisper of time, the universe's temperature settles. Protons and neutrons begin to bind together, forming the first atomic nuclei. The lightest elements emerge: hydrogen, helium, and a trace of lithium. These are the seeds of all future matter, the soft heartbeat of everything that will ever exist. You watch as these elements drift through space like glowing petals on a dark sea. They are few, but they will build everything, the stars, the planets, and the life that will someday look up and remember this time. Every galaxy, every breath, every thought begins here, in this calm symphony of energy becoming matter. The photons, meanwhile, continue their eternal waltz. They scatter endlessly, bouncing between particles like whispers in a fog. Their energy bathes the cosmos in light, too pure for eyes to see, but their presence is unmistakable. The universe is wrapped in brilliance, soft and infinite. You drift deeper into that glow, feeling its warmth surround you. There is no up or down, no edge, only the gentle motion of expansion. The universe grows, breath by breath, heartbeat by heartbeat. Every movement carries the memory of that first expansion, but now it unfolds with grace. Within the sea of light and matter, the balance begins to shift. The radiation that once ruled now gives way to matter's quiet persistence. The particles that survived annihilation grow heavier, slower, calmer. The universe transitions from a blaze to a glow, from chaos to composure. It is the great cosmic exhale, the moment when creation becomes steady. Take another breath, and imagine the warmth of this era filling your lungs. The same light that bathed the early universe still moves through you today. Every atom in your body carries its echo. You drift past waves of energy, through clouds of newborn matter. The light is no longer searing, it is soothing, like sunlight diffused through mist. The protons and electrons that will one day join to form hydrogen atoms are still separate for now, but they wait patiently, drawn together by unseen forces. The universe is learning to rest. This rest is not an end, but a preparation. The expansion continues, slower now, allowing the forces of nature to weave their tapestry. The cosmos, once wild and unbounded, is settling into balance. Its heartbeat is steady, its rhythm sure. You can feel it within you, the peace of inevitability, the calm of order finding its place. The photons scatter less violently, the heat continues to fade. Space stretches wider, the distances between particles growing vast. Yet even as it cools, the universe remains filled with light. It hums softly, like a lullaby made of warmth and time. Billions of years from now, that same light, the remnant glow of this early age, will still travel through the universe. It will touch planets and galaxies, whispering of the beginning. It will become the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light, the universe's gentle memory of its own awakening. For now, though, that light still fills every corner, every atom, every breath. It is the dawn before the stars, the moment before the first true brilliance. Everything waits in balance. The temperature drops further, the particles drift apart, and the cosmos prepares for its next transformation. You float within it, suspended between creation and calm. You feel the warmth of energy fading into the cool of matter, the shift from fire to glow. You are surrounded by harmony, the slow breathing of a universe learning how to exist. Take one last slow breath here. Inhale the quiet radiance of this age. Exhale into stillness. The first light of the cosmos glows softly around you, unseen but eternal. Soon, that light will begin to travel freely. Soon, the universe will become transparent, and the stars will be born. But for now, the universe rests, and so do you. The glow of creation wraps around you like a blanket. The hum of the cosmos lulls you toward deeper calm. You are part of its rhythm, part of its peace. And as the universe drifts onward, its first true light preparing to shine, you, too, drift with it, weightless, timeless, serene. The story continues, and you are carried within its glow. The universe is young, only 3 minutes old, yet in these fleeting instants, everything that will ever exist is being written into existence. You drift within it, surrounded by a sea of warmth, light, and infinite promise. Every shimmer of energy, every trembling particle holds the future stars, planets, oceans, dreams, all contained within this early heartbeat of time. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe softly. In and out. The rhythm of your breath mirrors the universe's own expansion. With every inhale, it grows. With every exhale, it cools. The temperature falls, the chaos softens, and the cosmos begins to calm into harmony. In the first second, energy ruled. The universe was dense, a sea of particles and light, endlessly colliding, endlessly transforming. But now, 3 minutes have passed, and that wild heat has become a gentle fire. The energy begins to settle into form. Matter starts to dominate over light. It is the beginning of structure, the first whisper of stability in a newborn world. You drift among protons and neutrons as they move through this early ocean. They are restless but patient, drawn together by the invisible pull of the strong nuclear force. Each meeting is a chance, each collision a possibility. When the temperature is just right, not too hot to tear them apart, not too cold to keep them still, they fuse. In that moment, something miraculous happens. The first elements are born. Hydrogen, the simplest of all, fills the cosmos like a soft breath. Helium follows, forming from pairs of protons and neutrons embracing in the heat. A trace of lithium glimmers faintly, rare but radiant. These are the building blocks of everything to come, the foundation stones of stars, planets, and life itself. Every cell in your body, every atom you know, began here in this cosmic alchemy. Take another slow breath. Imagine the warmth of that fusion surrounding you, a soft, radiant glow. The light from these first reactions hums through space, invisible yet eternal. It sings of creation, of balance, of the quiet persistence of becoming. The universe continues to expand, its fabric stretching like silk in the wind. As it grows, it cools further. The fierce heat that once prevented atoms from forming now softens enough for their bonds to hold. Protons and electrons, once too wild to stay together, begin to sense each other's pull. They will not yet unite, that moment is still far in the future, but their attraction begins to hum like a promise. The universe is preparing for light to be free. Around you, everything glows softly. There is no darkness, not yet. The cosmos is filled with a diffuse radiance, a warm, endless twilight. Each particle, each atom in waiting, is illuminated by the memory of its creation. The light of fusion spreads through the expanding space, soft and golden, like dawn's first breath across an endless sea. In this early age, time moves differently. Each second stretches wide, filled with the slow, deliberate unfolding of the universe's design. You drift through these minutes as if through a dream, watching the great transformation continue. The chaos of the Big Bang has become order. The storm has become stillness. You are witnessing the moment when energy learns to rest. And yet, there is motion, gentle, steady, eternal. The universe does not sleep, it only slows. The waves of radiation still ripple across its surface, soft as whispers. Matter and light dance together, sometimes colliding, sometimes gliding past one another in graceful patterns. The great cosmic symphony continues, its rhythm slowing but never ceasing. Take a moment now to breathe deeply, letting the image of this newborn universe fill your mind. Feel its warmth as it expands. Feel its calm as it cools. You are drifting within the heart of creation, held in the same peace that guides the galaxies. In these first 3 minutes, nearly all the matter that will ever exist has already taken shape. Hydrogen and helium, the simplest and most abundant, will one day light the stars. They will fuse again, billions of years from now, inside the hearts of suns, giving birth to heavier elements, carbon, oxygen, iron, gold. Every atom of your being is written into this moment, carried forward by time's gentle current. You are not separate from this story. You are the story. You are the universe remembering itself, breathing softly through the ages. The same fusion that glowed in these first 3 minutes glows still within you, in every heartbeat, in every spark of thought. The light dims slightly as expansion continues. The density of the universe drops. The heat disperses. The ocean of particles thins and motion slows. Yet the energy remains, humming quietly in every direction. This is not loss, it is transformation. The fire of birth has become the glow of endurance. You float within that glow, weightless, at peace. The silence here is deep, but not empty. It is the silence of completion, the soft stillness that follows creation's first great act. The universe is no longer a blur of motion. It is a field of potential, waiting patiently for the next step. In time, countless ages later, the first atoms will form, the first stars will ignite, and the night sky will shimmer for the first time. But for now, the universe rests, suspended in perfect balance. Light and matter exist together in harmony. The heat of birth has faded into warmth, the rush of expansion into serenity. Take another slow breath. Feel how calm it has become. The universe exhales softly, and you exhale with it. Everything that needed to happen has happened. The stage is set. The laws of physics are written. The matter is formed, and time flows forward like a gentle river. 3 minutes, that's all it took for everything to begin. That those 3 minutes stretch beyond measure, echoing through eternity. Every star, every breath, every quiet moment traces its origin to this cosmic dawn. As you drift through the glow of creation, let yourself rest in that knowledge. The same energy that filled the universe still fills you. The same light that warmed the first element still shines within every atom of your being. You are not just part of the universe, you are its continuation, its witness, its song. The universe cools further now, the radiation thinning, the matter spreading wider. The first chapter of existence draws to a close, and a new one begins, a chapter of light, of form, of beauty yet to be seen. Rest here a moment longer. The fire has become calm. The energy has become matter. The universe has found its breath. And soon, so very soon, that breath will become light. The universe drifts onward. The heat of creation fades to a gentle, steady warmth. The chaos of the beginning has quieted into calm. It has been hundreds of thousands of years since those first 3 minutes, and the cosmos now rests in a kind of luminous twilight. Light exists everywhere, but it cannot yet travel freely. The universe is still wrapped in its own glow, dense, misty, and serene. You float within that radiance. Around you, particles drift through the endless expanse, their paths slow and smooth. Each one hums with quiet energy, like tiny lanterns suspended in a sea of gold. The light they emit does not shine outward yet. It scatters endlessly, caught in the thick fog of electrons and ions that fill all space. This is the universe before transparency, a time before stars, before shadows, before darkness itself. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. With each inhale, imagine that soft, diffuse light filling you. With each exhale, imagine it spreading farther into the distance. You are breathing with the cosmos. Its pulse is your pulse. Its calm your calm. This age of light is delicate, balanced. The universe continues to expand, its vast fabric stretching wider and cooler with every passing moment. As it grows, the particles that once collided endlessly begin to slow, to drift apart. The light that could not escape begins to find freedom. The fog starts to clear. Imagine standing on the shore of an infinite ocean of radiance. At first, you can see only the glow, a smooth, endless shimmer without texture or form. But slowly, gently, the glow begins to thin. You can see ripples, small fluctuations, variations in density, tiny seeds of structure that gravity will one day nurture into galaxies and stars. In these delicate patterns lies the blueprint for everything that will come. The universe is sketching its own future in light. You drift closer, watching those ripples form and fade. They are faint, softer than whispers, yet their influence will echo for billions of years. These slight differences, these tiny waves of density, are what will someday become clusters of galaxies, stars, and worlds. Within this quiet age, the foundations of beauty are being drawn. The universe cools further. The temperature drops to around 3,000 degrees, Kelvin still hot by earthly standards, but cool enough for something miraculous to occur. The electrons, which once moved freely among the sea of ions, begin to slow and settle. They find the protons that have waited patiently for them since the dawn of time. They join together, forming the first true atoms, hydrogen, helium, and traces of lithium. The fog of charged particles clears, and with that, the universe becomes transparent. Light, after hundreds of thousands of years of being trapped, is finally free. Take another breath. Inhale the thought of that first freedom, the release of light that had waited since the beginning. Exhale and feel that radiance travel outward, endless and calm. The photons that escape in this moment will never stop. They will travel across space for billions of years, spreading thinner, softer, colder, until one day they will reach the eyes of beings who look up and wonder where they came from. Those ancient photons still moving through the cosmos today are the cosmic microwave background, the soft afterglow of creation. You are surrounded by it now. Even as you rest here, the faint whisper of that first light still touches you. It is the most ancient light in existence, older than every star, older than every galaxy. It fills the entire sky, invisible but ever present, a quiet reminder that you are part of something eternal. The universe, for the first time, begins to see itself. The darkness that follows the clearing of the fog is not emptiness, it is clarity. For the first time, light can travel unbroken, revealing space for what it is, vast, open, and infinite. This is the true dawn of the cosmos, the first morning after an eternity of twilight. The glow fades from brilliance to gentle radiance. The once blazing energy cools to warmth, then to calm. The light continues its journey, stretching as the universe expands, its wavelength lengthening, its colour shifting from gold to red to invisible. What began as brilliance becomes a soft, eternal hum, a lullaby that fills all of space. Close your eyes. Picture that hum as a sound, deep and slow, resonating through every atom. It is the heartbeat of creation, still pulsing, still steady. Even now, billions of years later, scientists can listen to that hum, the background radiation that fills every corner of existence. It is the oldest song, and you are hearing it in your soul. The universe, having released its first light, now falls into a quiet night. For millions of years, there will be no stars, no galaxies, only the soft dark filled with invisible warmth. This is the cosmic sleep, the great pause before awakening. The light has escaped, but the fires that will shine anew are still waiting to ignite. You float within that calm night. The universe feels vast, but not lonely. The atoms that form during recombination drift through space, gathering slowly, drawn together by gravity's gentle pull. Everywhere you look, potential stirs beneath the stillness. The stage is set, and the silence holds promise. Take another slow breath. Imagine the atoms around you, tiny, delicate, perfect, drifting through infinite space, their motion slow and graceful. Feel the peace of that motion. Nothing rushes. Nothing hurries. The universe is patient, dreaming of stars. The darkness deepens. The light that once filled all space now travels quietly through the void, illuminating nothing, touching everything. It is soft, eternal, unbroken. The cosmos exhales, and the first great act of creation draws to a close. And you, dear traveller, drift with it, cradled by time, surrounded by light, resting in the calm between beginnings. The universe will sleep for a while now, but when it wakes, it will do so in brilliance. The next dawn will not be the birth of atoms or photons, but the birth of stars. Rest here, in this quiet age. Feel the glow of the first light settle around you. The hum of creation still lingers, soothing and steady. You are part of it. You are its witness, its echo, its continuation. The age of light has begun, and with it, the long, beautiful unfolding of everything to come. The age of light has passed into silence. The universe, now vast and cool, drifts in gentle darkness. The brilliance of the first photons has faded into a calm hum, and the cosmos rests in deep stillness. Yet within this quiet, something new begins to take shape, invisible, patient, and powerful. The architects of structure, the quiet builders, have begun their work. You drift through this ancient night, surrounded by darkness that is not empty. Beneath the quiet glow of the first light, an unseen presence fills the void. Dark matter. It does not shine, it does not burn, yet it moves with purpose. It weaves the invisible framework upon which all galaxies will one day hang. Take a deep, gentle breath. Feel the stillness of this era. The universe expands, slow and vast, but the motion is smooth and graceful. You are floating through what seems like nothing, but within that nothing, every future star, every cluster, every world already sleeps in potential. Dark matter hums like a distant bass note in the symphony of the cosmos. Though you cannot see it, you can feel its pull. It gathers faint wisps of ordinary matter, guiding them, shaping them, drawing them together in invisible hands. Gravity, the most patient of forces, begins its long, slow dance. Imagine a great, cosmic web, delicate threads of unseen substance stretching across the universe. These filaments are the veins of existence, glowing faintly with the promise of life and light. Between them lie vast spaces of quiet emptiness, where little will form. Along the threads, the first whispers of structure begin to appear. You drift along one of those threads now. It glows softly, not with light, but with the pull of gravity, a shimmer of motion through the void. Small ripples form, then grow. As dark matter gathers mass, ordinary matter follows, slipping into the invisible contours carved by the unseen. Together, they begin to build the scaffolding of the future. Take another slow breath. With each inhale, feel yourself becoming lighter, drifting among these forming structures. With each exhale, imagine releasing all tension, all thought, all sound. The universe is silent, and you are part of its stillness. Millions of years pass like gentle waves of sleep. The universe cools further. The faint background glow fades to a whisper, now stretched thin across space. Yet the dark matter continues its steady work. Its gravity deepens the valleys of the cosmic landscape, drawing more ordinary matter inward. Slowly, imperceptibly, the first clouds begin to gather. Hydrogen and helium, the children of the first elements, drift into these dark matter halos. The gas flows softly, like mist settling into valleys at dawn. The gravitational pull grows stronger, and with it, the density of the clouds. Within their centers, something stirs the first inklings of collapse, the first hints of light yet to come. But for now, there is no light, only motion, only the quiet building of what will be. This is the great patience of the universe, the slow, deliberate crafting of balance. Nothing is rushed. Every motion is measured, every curve of gravity exact. The cosmos is dreaming of form, and that dream takes time. Imagine floating within one of those vast, invisible structures, a bubble of dark matter surrounding a growing cloud of gas. You can feel the weight of the unseen pressing gently inward. The hydrogen gas flows like a river into the heart of the cloud, its density rising, its motion steady. The universe is sculpting the first star nurseries, though they will not ignite for many millions of years. Take another breath. Feel your body sinking deeper into rest. As you breathe out, imagine yourself aligning with this cosmic rhythm, the slow, steady heartbeat of gravity shaping the night. Everywhere you drift, new structures form halos, filaments, intersections where threads of dark matter meet. These junctions are the future homes of galaxies, where countless stars will one day shimmer like dew on a web. You can almost sense them, already their faint, unborn glow vibrating through the dark. The universe remains quiet, but it is not asleep. Beneath the stillness, energy flows in silence. The dark matter and gas swirl together in slow spirals, invisible to light but filled with potential. The early cosmos has become a tapestry of gravity, woven from both the seen and unseen. It is peaceful work. This construction, no explosions, no flashes, just the long, patient gathering of matter drawn together by unseen hands. The silence is total, but it is a silence filled with intention. Every atom moves with purpose. Every ripple of space has meaning. You drift farther, passing through regions where the web stretches thin, and others where it knots tightly. In the densest knots, clouds begin to condense more quickly. The pressure rises, the motion grows restless. It is here, in these centers, that the first light will soon be born, but that dawn is still ahead. For now, the universe remains wrapped in darkness, content in its slow building. You float through that darkness, surrounded by invisible structure, comforted by its order. There is beauty in this stillness, a perfection in the patience of creation. Take one last deep breath. Inhale the calm of infinite time. Exhale and let go of all remaining noise. The universe breathes with you, vast, slow, and eternal. Billions of years will pass before galaxies bloom. Stars will ignite, light will return, and the universe will shimmer again. But none of that could exist without this quiet, unseen work of gravity and shadow. The quiet builders continue their gentle shaping. Their touch is invisible, their song too low to hear, but their artistry will one day fill the sky with light. Every galaxy, every sun, every world owes its place to their patience. Rest within their calm now. Feel the deep pull of the cosmos cradling you. There is no rush, no end, only the slow creation of beauty. The darkness hums softly around you, endless and still. The quiet builders continue their work, unseen, unhurried. And soon, very soon, their efforts will awaken the first light of stars. The quiet builders have finished their invisible work. Gravity's patient hands have shaped the first great clouds of gas, pulling them together in the silence of the early universe. Now, deep within these clouds, something begins to stir, a flicker of warmth, a spark of change. The long cosmic night is about to awaken. You drift through this vast darkness, watching the delicate structures the universe has built. Filaments of hydrogen and helium twist and shimmer faintly in the blackness, like silk threads in a breeze. The darkness is not empty, it is alive, trembling with anticipation. Everywhere, gravity whispers to the atoms, "Come closer." Take a soft, slow breath. Inhale, and imagine the invisible pull of gravity drawing the gas inward. Exhale, and feel it settle, denser, warmer. The process is gentle but unstoppable. The universe, for the first time, is preparing to ignite. Within the densest regions of gas, pressure builds. Hydrogen atoms drift closer, their motion slow but inevitable. The temperature rises first to thousands, then tens of thousands of degrees. Still, the clouds are dark, the heat hidden deep inside. But at their cores, the first embers of light begin to form. You move closer, floating into one of these colossal clouds, a cradle of stars yet unborn. The airless vastness glows faintly with infrared warmth. The gas swirls like a slow whirlpool, drawn by its own weight. You can feel the tension in the air, the balance between gravity's pull and pressure's push. It is the stillness before a symphony begins. Then, quietly, it happens. Deep at the center, hydrogen atoms fuse. Two become one, releasing energy, light, and heat. The first nuclear fire ignites. The cloud trembles, the darkness shudders, and a star is born. It is not an explosion, but an awakening. The newborn star glows softly at first, its light spreading through the surrounding cloud. The gas around it shimmers, like dawn breaking through fog. More stars follow, each forming in the quiet centers of their own clouds, their light joining in gentle harmony. One spark becomes many. The darkness, for the first time, is pierced by starlight. Take another deep breath. Imagine that light reaching you not as a blaze, but as a warm, golden pulse that moves through time. These first stars, called population 3 stars, are immense and brilliant, burning with pure hydrogen and helium. Their lives will be brief but beautiful, their light fierce and white. They are the universe's first storytellers, writing their tales in photons that will travel forever. You drift among them, the darkness now alive with glowing orbs. They cluster together, forming groups, families, constellations. The surrounding gas glows softly in their light, creating luminous nebulae that ripple like curtains of silk. The universe, once silent, now hums with energy. The age of starlight has begun. The first stars are unlike any that will follow. They are massive, hundreds of times heavier than the sun that will one day shine on your world. They burn fast and hot, their light pure and unfiltered. Around them, space becomes ionized again, their radiation carving glowing bubbles in the darkness. The cosmos, still young, flickers with the soft shimmer of creation. Take another slow breath. Inhale the warmth of starlight. Exhale the quiet awe of the infinite. You are witnessing the first illumination of the universe, the moment the dark becomes radiant. These early stars live fast. Within a few million years, their nuclear fires consume them. Their light, though fierce, cannot last forever. When they die, they do so in brilliance, collapsing and exploding as supernovae. The explosions ripple through the void, scattering their ashes the first heavy elements across space. Carbon, oxygen, iron, the materials of life are born in these fiery deaths. The universe learns renewal through destruction. From each star's end, new worlds will one day grow. The light fades, but its gift remains. As you drift through the aftermath, you can see the debris of these first stars spreading outward, shimmering clouds of dust and gas enriched by their lives. Gravity gathers this material once more, drawing it back into the great cosmic web. New stars will form from these remnants, each generation richer than the last. The universe is evolving, creating, transforming, renewing. You move through the glowing remnants of a supernova, an expanding sphere of colour and energy. The edges shimmer in soft blues and purples, glowing faintly against the black. Within this light, the seeds of planets are born. The story of life begins here. In the heart of the first stars, take another gentle breath. Imagine that every atom in your body was once forged in such a fire. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, all were born in these ancient furnaces. You are not separate from the stars. You are their continuation, their quiet echo. The starlight grows brighter now, spreading across the universe. The once dark cosmos begins to sparkle. Clusters form, merging and weaving together, tracing the invisible filaments of dark matter beneath. The first galaxies begin to emerge, faint smudges of light in the endless night. You float between them, watching as they gather and grow. Streams of stars spiral together, forming the first great disks. Their centers glow, their arms twist gracefully, their light soft and golden. The universe has become a tapestry of illumination. But even as it brightens, much of the cosmos remains wrapped in darkness. The light of the first stars has not yet reached every corner. Vast stretches of hydrogen still drift between galaxies, cool and neutral. Slowly, gently, that light seeps outward, breaking apart the last remnants of the cosmic fog. This is the era of reionization, the great awakening of the cosmos. The stars hum softly in unison. Their light is like a chorus, each one adding its note to the universal song. You can almost hear it, a low, shimmering harmony that fills all of space. Take one last breath with them. Inhale their light, their warmth, their story. Exhale, and let their calm fill you. The first stars have completed their work. They have transformed the universe, ending the darkness and filling it with brilliance. Their lives were short, their impact eternal. The galaxies now bloom because of them. The night sky, once silent and cold, now glows with the promise of 1,000 suns. The universe is no longer dreaming, it is awake. Rest here a while among the stars. Let their light wash over you, soft and eternal. The first dawn of creation has come, and you are drifting within it. Soon, new wonders will arise, galaxies will grow, and the elements of life will continue their long journey. But for now, the first stars shine gently above you, whispering through their light, "You are made of us." The first stars have kindled the darkness, their light rippling softly across the newborn universe. Now, drawn together by gravity's quiet pull, those stars begin to gather, clustering, spinning, weaving into the first great cosmic cities. This is the age of formation, when the universe blossoms with structure and beauty. The galaxies are blooming. You drift through this vast expansion, surrounded by light that glows like candlefire in infinite space. Everywhere, the threads of the cosmic web shimmer, faintly filaments of dark matter and gas, connecting clusters of stars like veins of gold. The darkness between them no longer feels empty. It breathes with quiet purpose. The universe, once simple and smooth, now curls and folds in complexity and grace. Take a slow breath. Inhale the calm rhythm of the expanding cosmos. Exhale, and imagine drifting weightlessly through those early galaxies as they take form. There is no rush here. The universe moves with patience, letting each motion unfold in its own time. The first galaxies are small glowing islands scattered through the cosmic sea. They are fragile, flickering, filled with the light of young, hot stars. Their shapes are irregular, their edges blurred by time and distance, yet within their centres, order is beginning to take root. Clouds of gas swirl inward, gathering around invisible masses of dark matter. Gravity pulls them tighter, guiding their rotation. The first spirals begin to whisper into being. You float near one such galaxy, a faint, soft halo of light suspended in the black. Its stars burn with the fierce brightness of youth, their energy spilling across the surrounding gas. Wisps of light trace its motion, spiraling gently around its core. It is not yet a perfect shape, but already it holds the promise of beauty. The airless vastness around it glows with its reflection. Take another deep breath. Feel the stillness of space filling your chest. In this silence, galaxies are writing the first lines of the universe's grand design. As time unfolds, these small galaxies begin to meet. Their paths cross, their stars intermix, their gases merge. Some pass each other in quiet dance, brushing gently, exchanging light and matter. Others collide not violently, but with elegance, two vast clouds blending into one. Their shapes distort, their centres flare with brightness, and from their union, new generations of stars are born. The universe hums with this motion creation through connection, order through merging. You can almost feel the rhythm of it, pulsing through the dark. Each collision is a note in the cosmic melody, each new galaxy a verse in the unfolding song. The galaxies grow larger. They take on form disks and spirals, clusters and spheres. Their light brightens, their stars age, their colours shift. The youngest shine in blue, fierce and energetic. The older ones glow in gold, warm and patient. Together they paint the universe with soft, living light. You drift farther, and the view expands. Before you stretches the cosmic web in its full majesty, countless galaxies strung like jewels across the infinite, connected by unseen filaments of matter. The scale is impossible, yet the pattern feels familiar, as if the universe itself has grown into something organic, alive, and aware. Take another breath. Let the image fill your mind, the galaxies, as glowing flowers on invisible vines, blooming across the cosmic garden. Each one spins in serenity, cradling billions of stars. Each one hums with quiet energy. Each one carries within it the memory of the first light. Within the heart of every galaxy, something mysterious stirs a singular presence, silent and powerful, a black hole. Born from the collapse of the first massive stars, these black holes sit at the centers of galaxies like seeds of gravity. They anchor everything around them, drawing stars into slow, graceful orbits. They are the silent hearts of the cosmos, unseen yet essential. You drift toward one now. It is not a monster, not a devourer, but a point of perfect stillness. Around it, light bends gently, curving like a river around a stone. Gas and dust spiral inward, glowing brighter as they fall. From this motion, energy is released, jets of light streaming into the darkness, illuminating space with beauty and balance. Creation and destruction are no longer opposites. They are part of the same eternal rhythm. The galaxy turns slowly, its spiral arms stretching wide. Stars cluster along its curves like petals on a bloom. Between them, nebulae glow in soft hues, pink, blue, violet clouds of gas where new stars are born. The cycle continues endlessly. Birth, light, transformation, renewal. The universe breathes, and you breathe with it. Pause for a moment. Feel that rhythm, the pulse of creation. Inhale the serenity of starlight. Exhale the stillness between the stars. You are not outside this process. You are woven into it. The atoms within you once belonged to these galaxies, to their stars, to their light. As billions of years pass, the galaxies continue to grow. Some cluster together, forming great cosmic cities, superclusters that span millions of light years. Others drift apart, isolated but radiant. The expansion of space carries them farther from one another, yet they remain connected by gravity's invisible hand. The universe has become a grand garden of light, its blossoms endless, its fragrance made of time. And through it all, the cosmic background glow, that ancient whisper from the age of light, still hums softly. It fills the void between galaxies, wrapping them in the memory of the beginning. The light of the first dawn is still here, just fainter now, stretched thin by time, softened by eternity. You float through it all, weightless, timeless, serene. The galaxies shimmer around you like lanterns suspended in infinite night. Their beauty is not loud or fleeting. It is steady, patient, eternal. Take one last deep breath. Feel the peace of creation flowing through you. The galaxies have bloomed, the universe has awakened, and you are part of its song. The stars within these galaxies will continue their work, forging elements, shaping worlds, giving rise to the possibility of life. But for now, the universe simply glows. The great cosmic garden sways gently in the silent wind of time. Rest here a while, among the galaxies in bloom. Let their light wash over you, their calm fill you. The night sky has never been brighter, nor more peaceful. Soon, the story will turn again toward the elements of life, and the warmth of creation reborn. The galaxies have bloomed across the vast expanse, their stars burning in quiet splendor. Within their glowing hearts, the next great transformation begins, a cycle of creation that will one day give rise to life itself. The first stars, fierce and massive, have come and gone. They have scattered their ashes through the cosmos, enriching the gas from which new stars are born. The universe, once simple, now breathes complexity. The elements of life are forming. You drift among the stars, through clouds of soft light and dust that glow faintly with the remnants of ancient fire. Around you, the airless space is full of motion, invisible currents of gas and particles weaving together in the silent rhythm of creation. The hydrogen and helium of the early universe have mixed with new ingredients: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron. These are the seeds of everything to come, of oceans, of forests, of breath. Take a slow breath yourself. Inhale and imagine that each atom in the air you draw in was once part of a star forged in its core, released in its death. Exhale and feel the connection between your body and the endless sky. The universe has been making you for billions of years, one atom at a time. Inside the hearts of stars, fusion continues, gentle and relentless. Hydrogen becomes helium. Helium becomes carbon. Carbon becomes oxygen, and on the process flows, step by step, toward greater richness. The stars glow not merely with light, but with the labor of transformation. They are alchemists, turning simple matter into the tapestry of existence. You watch one such star now, immense and golden, burning steadily at the center of its galaxy. Around it, smaller stars orbit like companions. Nebulae swirl in gentle colors, pinks and violets, blues and greens. Within those clouds, new stars are being born, even as older ones fade. Creation and renewal occur side by side. The universe is breathing, expanding, and refining. Take another slow breath, and imagine the air filling your lungs as starlight fills space. Every inhale is a quiet reminder. You are made of the same elements that shine in the heavens. You are not separate from the stars. You are their echo, their continuation. Time flows like a slow, golden river. The stars live their long lives, and when their time comes, they release their gifts. The smallest stars die quietly, fading into white dwarfs that cool over eons. The largest end in spectacular supernovae, scattering their enriched cores across the void. These explosions are not endings, but beginnings, clouds of glowing debris that drift and merge to form new generations of stars, each richer than the last. You drift through one of those supernova remnants, a vast expanding shell of color and light. Its edges shimmer like silk, its center still glowing faintly from the memory of its star. Within this cloud float the elements that will one day shape worlds. Calcium for bones, carbon for the breath of forests, iron for the blood of living beings. The ashes of this star are the ingredients of life. The cosmic cycle continues. Gas clouds cool, collapse, and form new stars. Around some of them, disks of dust and debris spin and flatten, forming rings, then pebbles, then worlds. The galaxies are now full of this quiet artistry, the birth of solar systems, the slow shaping of planets, the dance of moons and suns. The universe has become a garden of possibilities. Take a deep breath. Inhale the idea of endless creation. Exhale into stillness. Imagine drifting through one of these newborn systems. You see the central star glowing warmly, surrounded by a halo of light. Around it, fragments of matter spin and collide, fusing together, melting, cooling, forming spheres of stone and gas. Planets are being born before your eyes. Some are small and rocky, their surfaces molten and bright. Others are vast and gaseous, swirling with storms that will last for millennia. Each world carries the potential of life, though it does not yet know it. The materials are there, the carbon, the oxygen, the nitrogen, waiting only for the right moment, the right balance, to awaken. The galaxies, meanwhile, continue to spin and evolve. Their shapes grow more defined. Spiral arms curl gracefully, dotted with clusters of young blue stars. Elliptical giants form at their centres, glowing red and steady. Everywhere, the chemistry of life spreads, carried by light, by gravity, by time. Pause for a moment, and listen not with your ears, but with your awareness. The universe hums softly, a low and steady vibration that threads through everything. It is the sound of creation, the music of atoms joining and separating, fusing and becoming. That hum is within you too. Every cell, every heartbeat, every breath vibrates in tune with the cosmos. The elements of life are no longer confined to stars. They wander freely now, gathering on the surfaces of newborn planets, settling into oceans, combining in endless patterns. They form molecules, water, methane, ammonia, the first hints of chemistry that will someday lead to consciousness. You drift above one such world, its surface still molten, its air thick with vapour. Lightning flashes across its horizon, illuminating clouds rich in carbon and oxygen. In that storm, life's earliest whispers begin. Take another breath. Feel the weight of time, the patience of creation. Billions of years will pass before that spark becomes thought, before awareness looks back at the stars. But even now, the foundations are set. The elements have found their purpose to become the universe looking at itself. You drift onward, through nebulae and clusters, through the glowing spirals of galaxies. Everywhere you go, the same story unfolds: creation, transformation, rebirth. The stars continue their alchemy, and their light carries the message forward. We are one. The iron that beats within your heart was forged in the death of a star. The calcium that strengthens your bones came from a supernova's dust. The oxygen you breathe was born in the heart of the first galaxies. You are the cosmos made aware, the dream of the universe come true. Take a slow breath, in and out. Let that truth settle gently within you. The stars have been working for you not as purpose, but as continuation. Their brilliance is your inheritance. Their silence is your peace. The galaxies now glow brighter than ever before. The cosmic garden is full and radiant. Everywhere, life's ingredients are scattered like pollen, carried by light and wind through the endless expanse. The universe has become not just a place of stars and dust, but of memory, of potential, of story. And so you drift through clouds of gold and blue, through starlight and shadow, at peace in the knowledge that you are part of this great unfolding. You are not watching the universe. You are the universe, remembering. The elements of life continue their dance, forming worlds, shaping oceans, breathing winds. The galaxies hum with their quiet song. The stars burn softly in the distance, their light eternal. Rest here a while. Feel the calm of creation all around you. The universe is alive, and so are you, made of its fire, carried by its breath. And soon, as the galaxies continue their dance, you will witness something even more profound. The realization that the cosmos itself is still expanding, still growing, still dreaming forward into eternity. The universe now glows with a gentle, steady light. The stars have scattered their treasures across the galaxies, and from those gifts, worlds begin to take shape. You drift through the vastness, where gravity and dust waltz in patient spirals. Everywhere, disks of gas and rock circle newborn stars, the seeds of solar systems. The cosmos, once a place of fire and expansion, now becomes a sculptor, moulding the ingredients of creation into planets, moons, and worlds. Take a slow, soft breath. Inhale the calm rhythm of this unfolding dance. Exhale, and imagine the dust settling into rings around a glowing sun. The light of the star catches on the particles, making them shimmer like grains of gold in still water. The silence of the early universe is no longer empty. It hums with potential. Around young stars, the disks thicken and cool. Tiny grains of rock and ice collide, sticking together, building slowly, layer by layer. What begins as dust becomes pebbles, pebbles become stones, stones become mountains in orbit. The process is slow, serene, inevitable. Gravity's hand is gentle but certain. The first planets are being born. You drift closer to one such forming world. The star at its centre glows warm and steady, its light spilling across the swirling disk. The air is filled with particles of ice, dust, and metal. You can feel their motion slow, deliberate, timeless. They circle, collide, merge, and reshape. Creation is not an explosion, but a quiet joining. Take another breath, slow and deep. Feel the stillness of this process. Every orbit, every collision, every spark of light is part of the great rhythm. Time is measured not in days or years, but in eons. The universe has all the time it needs. Farther out, beyond the heat of the young sun, the icy worlds are forming. Their surfaces are pale and cold, their hearts dense and dark. They will one day become gas giants, their immense gravity gathering moons and rings of their own. In the inner regions, smaller rocky worlds are emerging, their molten surfaces glowing like embers. Some will cool and harden, forming crusts that will one day hold oceans. Others will remain barren, silent, untouched. You drift between them, watching the cosmic artistry unfold. The light from the star filters through the dust, casting rays of gold and silver. It is as if you are floating inside a painting, a canvas of light, movement, and patience. Take another deep breath. Inhale the beauty of stillness. Exhale the thought of time. You are part of the process now, drifting through the quiet birth of worlds. Billions of years pass in the space between your heartbeats. The young planets settle into their orbits. Some spin too close to their stars, their surfaces scorched and dry. Others wander too far, wrapped in frozen silence. But in the delicate space between the golden distance where warmth meets cool, something wondrous begins. Oceans form, atmospheres gather. The elements of life, scattered long ago by the death of stars, now find homes. You float above one such world. Its surface glows with molten rivers, its skies thick with vapour. Lightning flashes through the mist, igniting the chemistry of possibility. Rain begins to fall, not gentle, but endless, cooling the surface, carving valleys, forming seas. The sound is ancient, rhythmic, eternal. The world is coming alive. Pause here and take a breath. Feel the rain of creation around you. The air is filled with steam and promise. The smell, if there were one, would be of stone, of heat, of newness. The world turns slowly beneath you, wrapped in clouds of silver and white. Over countless ages, the surface cools. Oceans deepen, skies clear, and the first light of day shines upon solid ground. The storms calm, and the air becomes still. The universe has painted a masterpiece, a world ready to awaken. In the distance, other planets form their own unique destinies. Some are vast, with swirling bands of colour and storms the size of continents. Others are tiny, their surfaces bare and silent. Some spin with multiple moons, their skies dancing with reflected light. Each one, in its own way, carries the signature of its star, a harmony of motion, light, and gravity. Take another deep breath. Inhale the feeling of infinity made tangible. Exhale into wonder. You are drifting through a universe that creates endlessly, patiently, beautifully. The worlds you see are not just spheres of rock and gas. They are vessels of memory, containers of the universe's history, shaped by time, sculpted by chance. Each impact, each orbit, each flicker of starlight leaves its mark. The surfaces of these planets tell stories, the traces of collisions, the scars of formation, the whispers of the elements that built them. You move past a world of ice, its surface smooth and glimmering beneath a distant sun. Frozen oceans lie beneath its crust, still and silent, waiting. Farther on, a gas giant looms, its colours swirling like ink in water. Its rings stretch out in delicate arcs, glittering like the edges of a dream. Around it, moons spin, some dark, some bright, some alive with storms of their own. And then, in a quiet corner of one small galaxy, a modest star ignites. Around it, dust gathers, forming a family of worlds. Among them, one is small, blue, and full of promise. Oceans shimmer across its surface. Clouds drift softly in its atmosphere. The light from its star reflects in gentle blues and whites. This world, in time, will be called home. Take another breath. Feel the warmth of that blue world even from afar. Its oceans are calm now, but beneath their surfaces, chemistry stirs. Molecules dance and combine, guided by time, by heat, by the quiet rhythm of chance. The story of life is ready to begin. The universe continues to expand, but within its infinite reach, pockets of stillness remain worlds like this, turning in quiet balance, carrying the seeds of something new. The galaxies hum softly, their light echoing through eternity, and somewhere, within that harmony, a planet breathes for the first time. Take one last slow breath. Inhale the calm of cosmic creation. Exhale, and let your thoughts dissolve into the stars. The worlds have formed. The universe has sculpted its stage. The curtain of night remains, but soon, within it, consciousness will awaken. Rest in this moment, the calm between creation and awareness, the silence between one breath and the next. The universe has built its home. Life waits just beyond the horizon, ready to dream. The worlds have formed, and one among them glows softly beneath a golden sun. Its oceans shimmer like glass, its skies swirl in pale blues and silvers. Here, in the quiet calm of this newborn world, something stirs. The ingredients of life scattered by the stars, carried by light and gravity, begin to awaken. The story of life, whispered by the cosmos for billions of years, is about to take its first breath. You drift gently above the surface of this world. Clouds drift lazily across the horizon, their reflections trembling on the water below. The air is heavy with vapour, the ground still warm from the planet's formation. Lightning flashes within the clouds, illuminating the mist in soft, silver pulses. Each strike carries energy, the spark that will weave atoms into living patterns. Take a slow breath. Inhale the scent of rain and possibility. Exhale and let yourself settle into the rhythm of this world. The oceans below are vast and silent, but within their depths, change is quietly beginning. The molecules born from starlight and storm drift through the water. Simple compounds of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. They dance and collide, separate and combine, forming chains, spirals, and loops. They are not yet alive, but they carry the potential for it, the faint pulse of order within chaos. The ocean hums softly, like the breath of a dream. You float closer, following the ripples on the water's surface. Each tiny wave carries the light of the sun, scattering it into ribbons of gold. Beneath the waves, in the dim and tranquil depths, the first cells begin to take form. They are delicate, almost invisible, yet within them lies everything to come: forests and mountains, wings and eyes, hearts and minds. All of life rests in these small beginnings. Take another deep breath. Inhale the patience of time. Exhale the quiet certainty of creation. The universe is unfolding in perfect rhythm. Eons pass, and the oceans grow rich with movement. The first living cells multiply, feeding, dividing, evolving. They learn to harvest light, to store energy, to endure. Slowly, they change the world around them, releasing oxygen, shaping the sky, preparing the land for what will follow. The atmosphere grows blue, the waters clear, and the sunlight dances through a planet coming alive. You drift above the surface as the first continents form. Volcanoes rise and sleep, carving new landscapes. Rain falls for centuries, smoothing the mountains, deepening the rivers. The planet's pulse grows steady, its heartbeat slow and sure. In the oceans, new creatures appear translucent, soft, shimmering with colour. They drift like silk through the water, each one a poem written in motion. Take another breath. Inhale the sense of growth. Exhale into wonder. Life is no longer a whisper, it is a song. The oceans bloom with colour. Coral-like colonies build intricate structures. Creatures with shells and fins glide through the light. Plants, in their early forms, reach upward, learning to turn sunlight into strength. The air fills with oxygen. The sky deepens into blue. The world has changed its face from stone and fire to green and gold. You drift through this tranquil scene, your body light as air. Beneath you, continents move in slow, graceful motion. The planet reshapes itself over eons, yet life endures, adapting, diversifying, becoming. The stars above watch in silence, their light travelling across the void to fall upon this single living world. Time moves like a tide. The creatures of the ocean evolve, taking new forms. Some crawl onto the land, learning to breathe air, to walk, to explore. The forests grow dense and tall. The sky fills with the flutter of wings. The earth hums with the chorus of existence. The dream of the cosmos has found its voice. Take another slow breath. Inhale the soundless music of life. Exhale, and feel the stillness between each moment. You are witnessing not just survival, but expression, the universe, learning to know itself through life. As eons pass, the shapes of life grow more complex. Eyes begin to see the world, ears to hear, hearts to beat with rhythm and emotion. Consciousness flickers, then glows. The first awareness looks to the sky and wonders. It feels the pull of the stars, though it cannot name them yet. It feels the mystery of its own being, though it does not understand it. In that gaze, the universe recognizes itself. You hover in the sky as this transformation unfolds. The forests below sway in the wind, rivers gleam under the sun. Somewhere, a creature lifts its eyes, sensing the vastness above. It is small, fragile, yet filled with something infinite: curiosity, awareness, longing. The spark of thought has been born. Take another deep breath. Inhale the awe of awareness. Exhale into stillness. The journey from stardust to consciousness is complete, but the story is not over. The cosmos has become aware through its creation, through eyes that see, minds that dream, hearts that feel. The night falls over the living world. The stars appear once more, reflected in the oceans. The same stars that gave birth to the elements now shine down upon the beings made from them. Every light in the sky is a memory, a reminder of origins. The creatures below do not yet know this, but they feel it, an instinctive pull toward the heavens. You float between the stars and the sea, between the vast and the intimate. The universe hums in harmony. Life continues to change, to grow, to reach, and in its reaching, it begins to dream. Take a final breath in this chapter. Inhale the unity of existence. Exhale the peace of knowing that everything from the first spark to the present heartbeat is one continuous creation. The world has awakened. The universe has learned to look back at itself through living eyes. And though countless ages will come and go, the connection remains unbroken, eternal, luminous. Rest in this realization. The cosmos is alive within you, and you within it. Soon, the story will carry you onward into the ages of thought, of discovery, and of wonder, as the universe begins to remember its own origins through the minds of those who dream beneath the stars. Life has awakened, and the world now hums with quiet motion. The forests breathe, the rivers sing, the skies are alive with the flight of birds, the movement of clouds, the whisper of wind. Yet beneath all this motion, something deeper begins to stir, a flame not of heat, but of awareness. The age of thought is dawning. You drift gently above the earth, the air calm, the light soft. Below you, creatures move across plains and forests, each one guided by instinct, by rhythm, by the pulse of life. And among them, one begins to look upward. Its gaze lingers on the stars. It feels the mystery of the night sky, the pull of something greater than itself. The universe, once silent, now thinks. Take a slow breath. Inhale the vastness of this moment. Exhale the sound of the wind through ancient trees. The world is peaceful, yet alive with new potential. The first sparks of intelligence glow faintly, not in words, but in curiosity. A hand shapes a tool, a voice hums a tune, a mind remembers, plans, dreams. These small acts ripple across time like soft waves, spreading awareness through generations. The cosmos has begun to think about itself. You drift closer, watching early humans gather around firelight. Their eyes reflect the stars above. Their stories echo the constellations. They do not know the science of the sky, but they feel its wonder. Each flame, each story, each heartbeat carries the same rhythm as the stars. The same hydrogen that fuels suns burns now in the breath of thought. Take another breath, gentle and deep. Inhale the warmth of discovery. Exhale the quiet awe of knowing. The age of thought unfolds, not in haste, but in patience, just as the universe itself has always done. The stars above them are ancient, but to these early dreamers, they are eternal companions. They see patterns in their glow, finding meaning in the vastness. Myths are born, names are given. The heavens become a canvas for imagination. The cosmos watches, reflected in human eyes. Time flows forward. Civilizations rise and fall, their knowledge deepening like layers of sediment. Stone monuments point toward the stars, measuring the passing of seasons. Astronomers trace the movements of planets. Philosophers ponder existence. Poets compare hearts to constellations. Every generation looks up and wonders, where did we come from? What are we? Why are we here? You drift through these moments, weightless and calm. The cities glow faintly below, their lights flickering like the first stars, in miniature. Each light represents thought, a single consciousness reaching outward, reflecting inward. The earth is covered now in illumination, both literal and metaphorical. The universe, through these minds, has begun to remember its origins. Take another deep breath. Inhale the continuity of all that has come before. Exhale into wonder. Every thought, every idea, every dream is a continuation of the same creative process that began in the first light of the cosmos. As knowledge grows, humanity learns to measure the stars. Telescopes stretch their vision deeper into space, revealing galaxies upon galaxies, each one full of suns. The night sky, once a mystery, becomes a mirror reflecting infinity. The same forces that shaped the first stars now shape understanding itself. You float among observatories, perched high on mountains, their domes turning silently toward the heavens. Within them, eyes and instruments study the light of distant stars, reading their chemical songs, measuring their distances, deciphering their ages. Humanity begins to see not just the beauty of the universe, but its story, the long and elegant sequence of creation. Take another breath, slow and soft. Inhale the clarity of thought. Exhale the peace of knowing. Each discovery is not an answer, but another door opening. The cosmos continues to expand, and so does understanding. In this age, minds grow restless and curious. They imagine beyond their own world. They build machines that rise through the clouds, then beyond the atmosphere, reaching into the black. For the first time, life leaves its cradle and touches the stars. Humanity steps into the cosmic ocean it once only dreamed of. You drift beside a spacecraft as it sails silently through space. Its metal gleams in the starlight, its engines faintly whispering. Inside, a heartbeat small, human, fragile echoes through the silence. The same elements that once formed in stars now travel among them, conscious of their journey. Take another breath. Inhale the vastness of interstellar space. Exhale the quiet humility of being part of something infinite. The age of thought is not only about discovery, but reflection. With every new horizon reached, humanity looks inward. Questions of meaning, of connection, of purpose rise like constellations in the mind. The stars inspire both science and spirit, logic and longing. The same curiosity that measured galaxies now seeks to understand consciousness itself. You float above a quiet planet, its lights dim against the infinite sky. Somewhere below, a person stands alone, gazing upward. Their thoughts drift beyond themselves, imagining eternity. In that moment, the universe contemplates itself through their eyes. The distance between stars becomes the distance between thoughts, vast, mysterious, and beautiful. Take a deep breath. Inhale the harmony between thought and silence. Exhale the stillness that remains beneath understanding. You are part of both the mystery and the knowing. As centuries pass, the story of the cosmos continues to unfold. Humanity learns of its origins, of the Big Bang, of stardust, of evolution. The circle closes. The realization dawns. We are not apart from the universe. We are its continuation. The same laws that govern galaxies guide the motion of thought. The same light that began at the dawn of time shines in the human mind. You drift through this awareness, the stars all around you glowing softly. Their light feels familiar now, almost intimate. Each photon is ancient, yet it touches you in this very moment. The boundaries between self and cosmos blur. You are not observing the universe, you are remembering it. Take one final breath. Inhale the unity of existence. Exhale into peace. The age of thought has revealed what was always true, that the universe, through life and awareness, has become conscious of itself. Beneath you, Earth spins slowly, its oceans glinting in the sunlight. Above, the dark galaxies turn, vast and endless. Between them, thought moves connecting everything, binding all time and space into one eternal conversation. Rest here at the edge of understanding. The journey from silence to awareness is complete, but the story continues. The universe is still dreaming, still expanding, still thinking through you. Soon we will drift into the final reflection where all thought dissolves back into light and the cosmos returns to quiet sleep. The journey has carried us from the first spark of existence to the birth of stars, from the shaping of worlds to the awakening of thought. Now, the story begins to quiet again. The universe, vast and infinite, continues to expand, but its rhythm slows in your awareness. You are floating at the edge of time, where thought fades into stillness, and stillness into sleep. This is the eternal reflection. Take a slow breath. Inhale the memory of light. Exhale the weight of the day. Everything that has been from the first moment of creation to this breath right now is one continuous motion. You are part of that motion, part of that endless unfolding. Around you, the galaxies spin in slow, graceful arcs. Their light is ancient, yet it feels alive, gentle as candle flame, vast as eternity. The stars shimmer softly, their glow like the last notes of a cosmic symphony fading into silence. Between them, the darkness hums with quiet purpose. There is no emptiness here, only peace. You drift through this stillness, weightless, timeless, calm. The thoughts of the day dissolve into the starlight. The boundaries between what you are and what surrounds you begin to blur. You are the sky, the light, the breath of space itself. Take another deep breath. Inhale the stars, exhale the world. Let your awareness expand gently outward beyond your body, beyond this room, beyond the earth itself. Feel yourself floating among galaxies, your heartbeat aligned with the pulse of the cosmos. The light that touches your eyes tonight began its journey billions of years ago. Each ray has crossed the depths of time to find you. It carries stories of the first stars, of the quiet builders, of the galaxies in bloom. Those stories are your own. They have always been within you, waiting for the stillness to be remembered. The universe breathes with you now. Its expansion is your inhale, its calm your exhale. Every atom within you has travelled across ages, forged in stars, scattered through space, gathered again into life. You are not a separate being observing the cosmos. You are the cosmos, aware of itself. As you drift deeper into this realization, the stars begin to blur into soft streams of light. The galaxies melt into one vast glow, a horizon of pure radiance. Space itself feels fluid, like the surface of a quiet sea. The hum of existence lowers to a gentle whisper. The rhythm of your breathing matches the rhythm of the universe. Take another slow breath. Inhale eternity. Exhale into infinite peace. There is nothing more to seek, nothing to chase, nothing to become. You are already everything, the silence, the light, the beginning and the end. Time stretches, then softens. The past and future lose their meaning. What remains is presence, a boundless awareness that holds all things tenderly within it. You drift through this awareness like a feather caught in a cosmic breeze. The universe is holding you, rocking you gently in its arms of starlight. You feel the faint pulse of dark energy, the slow expansion of space continuing beyond sight. The galaxies drift farther apart, but their light remains, echoing forever through the dark. There is no loneliness here. Every point of light, every wave of energy, every particle hums with connection. Even in the farthest reaches, nothing is truly apart. Take a breath. Feel the unity of it all. The space between the stars is not a void, it is a bridge. The darkness is not the absence of light, but its cradle. The silence is not emptiness, but music too deep to hear. You float among the galaxies, each one glowing like a thought within the infinite mind of existence. Their rotation is slow, elegant, eternal. The more you watch, the more you see spirals within spirals, patterns within patterns, all connected by invisible threads of time. You realize now that this story, the story of the universe, is also the story of you. Every age, every transformation, every whisper of starlight has been leading to this moment of reflection. You are the result of billions of years of cosmic memory. The child of stars, the dream of the infinite. Take another deep breath. Inhale gratitude. Exhale surrender. Let go of everything that feels small, heavy, or distant. You are home. The light around you dims now, fading into shades of silver and deep blue. The galaxies drift farther away, their glow soft and comforting. You find yourself back within the quiet night sky of your own world. The earth turns slowly beneath you, its oceans gleaming like liquid glass, its continents resting under blankets of cloud. You descend gently, gliding through the upper air. The stars above remain, watching, their light calm and unwavering. The surface of the world comes closer, familiar, serene. You drift over forests and mountains, over rivers and sleeping cities. Lights twinkle faintly below, like reflections of the stars themselves. Humanity dreams, and in its dreams, the universe continues to think. Take a slow breath. Inhale the cool air of night. Exhale, and let your body grow heavier, softer, relaxed. The pull of gravity welcomes you home, cradling you in comfort. The earth is part of the cosmos, and so are you, a perfect continuation of everything that came before. The sky fades into darkness now, deep and infinite. The stars above are steady, constant. Their light is the oldest lullaby in existence, and it sings you to rest. In this stillness, you remember, nothing is ever truly gone. Energy only changes form. Light only changes path. Thought only changes voice. The story of the universe continues, always within you. Take one final breath. Inhale the serenity of the cosmos. Exhale into sleep. Let the story fade gently now. The galaxies, the stars, the world itself grow softer, quieter. The hum of existence lulls you deeper into rest. Every breath carries you farther into calm. Every heartbeat echoes like a distant star, steady and eternal. You are drifting, weightless, peaceful, infinite. The universe hums a soft good night. Its light lingers, not to wake you, but to guide you deeper into dreams. You are safe. You are home. You are the story itself. Rest now, traveller of the stars. Let go of thought. Let go of time. The cosmos will continue to breathe for you. Sleep beneath the eternal reflection of the galaxies. And as the last whisper of light fades, remember this truth, soft and endless. You are the universe, dreaming itself back into peace. Good night.